I want to get back together.
It's all about Coles and
I
other things that aren't Philippe's.
I read The Year of Yes, and now I know what to do.
You're taking all the Kohl's cash? What?
What's he got? I'm trying to grow.
What do you... The Year of Yes?
Yeah, right? I'm a feminist, right?
Yeah.
Is that, I don't know, what's that book about? Being a chick, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, good job.
No.
Let's talk more about porn. Stealing.
I got
Those
stories.
were deeply emotional stories.
I liked it. I have nothing to add.
I never stole porn, so I couldn't really add to it either. I sometimes was the
Well, you missed out because stolen porn is
well, no, I would
the best porn.
I would sort of by proxy get, because sometimes in high school, Philippe would, after using the porn, would give it to me.
Aww,
He would. It was pay it forward, you know. Yeah. We would pay it forward. If you found porn, you paid it forward. Yeah. You got what you could do out of it.
That seems weird. Hand me down porn.
All porn I ever did was hand me down porn.
All printed and.
Because that you can just imagine the other things that have been on those hands.
You don't think about it.
Don't shine a black light on hand-me-down porn.
That's truer words were never spoken. Graciously.
Your hormones will let you make a lot of allowances.
Yeah, you'll forgive a lot.
Yeah. I'm sure sometimes the squishy folded porn that you had, the lines,
squishy.
The creases weren't in the right spots, but you went with it.
No, I was more of a fan of the
creases weren't in the right spots.
sex scenes and novels like Anne Rice's The Mummy.
So I listened to a podcast where it's called Mother May I Sleep With podcast, and they watch Lifetime original movies and do essentially this show. And they did the Flowers in the Attic movie.
Oh, I love that movie. That's crazy.
And I thought of you because it seems like the kind of book that you might have read as a kid or like.
All I kept thinking about when you guys were talking about porn was like all the stuff I did because I wasn't doing that. All the free time you have when you're not
worried
about eating
girls,
porn.
I think girls read sexy books.
Yeah. No,
rather than look at porn.
Yeah.
So
correct.
So Flowers in the Attic is like a sexy book for a teenage girl.
I remember girls huddling around like a book that had they would discover.
You knew how to open it up and just find it.
Yeah.
landed right on the page.
It does.
I never
especially in a library book.
Saw anybody excited for Dean Koontz except for some girls who had discovered some scene in some Dean Koontz. You're like, oh, I didn't know anything about Dean Koontz, but I just knew that he was kind of like a poor man's Stephen King. I don't know if that's true. I've never actually read it.
That is absolutely what he is.
Yeah. Anyway, there was one segment of one book that was somehow really popular for certain girls.
I'll be the judge of that.
And and I don't even know if it was good. I read the passage. I guess it was this guy who had powers to make people do what they wanted, and he had he had either erectile dysfunction and he was a quick stop. And then he was using the powers to make the ladies have a good time anyway. And I don't know, I guess that passage was highly they liked it.
All right, I got to do a little digging at the local library. Maybe they were just saying his name wrong.
Yeah. It's Kunze.
So Flowers in the Attic, yes.
Oh
that was something. I've never actually read it.
Let's have a book club and read it now.
Chapter 1.
I would read it.
There's a million of them. There's several sequels.
But they're like brother and sister, right?
Yeah. It's not okay.
It's an incest is best.
It's like when you were talking about family members kissing on the mouth.
Yeah.
It's like that.
They do more than kiss.
Yeah.
They're in the attic.
She wasn't sure where the flowers were, but she was pretty sure they were
in the attic.
Yeah.
And my entire knowledge base of this comes from listening to this podcast.
Wait, well,
Where she boned
hey,
her
can
brother.
somebody summarize? Am I thinking of the right book? What's Flowers in the Attic?
You're thinking of Flowers for Algernon.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of, probably. That's where they all live in the attic, right?
And this is the podcast where our marriage comes back because we finish each other's sentences and we realize we really get each other. Because I knew we were thinking the whole time about Flowers for Algernon. I'm thinking, how long is this going to play out?
Yeah.
Wow, that
Healed. Marriage healed.
Yeah.
we've been on a real roller coaster ride. Yeah. We still have a whole other episode to get through.
Holy fuck. Our patrons are going to flip. It's fine.
Flowers for Algernon is about the guy who's dumb, who they give smart pills to, but then he loses his smartness at the end. That's Flowers for Algernon.
Yeah.
Flowers in the Attic is about
A family that's
a family of very attractive teenagers
That's kept in the attic.
who gets locked in an attic by their Christian
So what are you going to
fanatic
do
mother.
besides do it?
Yeah, there's a movie from the 80s about that, right? Or 90s?
Well, they made a movie.
It's been adapted many times.
Yeah.
They made a TV movie of it in the 80s.
Yeah, okay.
And they just did it again for Lifetime. Heather Graham was in it. She played the mom.
Nice.
Ellen Burstyn played
You
the
know,
crazy grandma.
It's crazy when she's playing the mom.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
high value cast for a Lifetime original. Anywho, the brother and sister bang is what happens.
Whoa.
I'd like to make a motion that we watch this immediately and table Journey to Babel.
You want to watch the Flowers in the Attic movie?
Yes.
I would watch it. It sounds pretty great.
All right, that'll be warped extra credit.
All right. Hopefully, Journey to Babel has some incest. So, I mean, or else we'll all be highly disappointed.
It is about family relationships.
Oh.
All right. Am I doing the intro this time?
Yes. Good turn.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of